Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Alexa and today we're going to be doing a fall makeup look, and I wanted to channel all the brown smokiness. I did a really simple, easy, kind of brownish coppery smoky eye paired with a brownie nude lip, pretty skin, and I'm just so excited for the fall makeup. I love fall when it comes to beauty and fashion. I don't know, there's something about this time of year that just inspires me, and I love doing like more glam makeup this time of year, but this is so easy. Anyone can recreate this look. You can use products that you already have in your makeup bag. All you need is like a brown eyeshadow, a brown cream eyeshadow, or even like a brown eyeliner, which is what I used today. And that's it. Like, it's so simple. I'm going to show you step by step how to do this look, and I'll show you everything. I'll show you the skin, the lip, everything. But I'm so excited for fall makeup, and I wanted to do something like kind of in that chocolate latte coffee makeup realm. That's kind of where we're going to be today. So anyway, make sure you grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your makeup. Cheers, and let's get into it. I come to you barefaced. Let's get some skincare and skin prep going so we can get some makeup on. So I'm going to go in with my favorite tallow. This is the Clara and Fritz Essential Balm. It has calendula and tea tree. This is one of her unwhipped tallow balms, and also this one does not contain olive oil, which I like. Use it as eye cream, rub it on my eyelids, and then I'm going to take my peppermint tallow balm, also from Clara and Fritz. While that's all sitting on the skin, I thought I would show you what I'm wearing, and then also a fun little fall room spray that I got. So this sweatshirt is from Tractor Supply. So cute. It's got a cow, well, two cows in costume, and then a little chicken down here. But I love it. I'm obsessed. I also have an orange one, and it's got chickens on it. It says "Tonight we fly," and it's so cute. And then also I want to show this real quick. This is the rowe casa all natural room spray in pumpkin spice, and I am obsessed with this. I've been spraying it all over my house every single day. You only need 1 or 2 sprays per room because it's really potent. But I love it. It's not a bunch of chemicals, fragrance. It is distilled water, isopropyl alcohol with cassia, nutmeg, bergamot, cardamom, and vanilla essential oils, and that's it. So I've just been spraying it everywhere. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells like fall. So thought I would share that with y'all because the smell is so good. All right, I'm going to do one more prep step. I'm going to take my Candid Naturals makeup primer. I'm just making my way through this sample. And I did already do my brows off camera. And then before going with foundation, one last prep step. I'm going to take the TaylorMade Finishing Touch setting spray. It's called a setting spray, but honestly, it's very similar to MAC Fix Plus. It's a glycerin and aloe based spray, very hydrating. So I'm going to prep my skin with that. Oh, I love it. The mister is actually really nice too. It's just aloe, Virginia spring water, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, calendula, rose extract, polysorbate, and vanilla oil and rose oil. So honestly, it just kind of feels like a skincare step. So I'm going to let that dry, and then we will get into the actual makeup. Today I'm going to use the Kingdom Come Home Beef Tallow and Milk Whipped Foundation. I didn't use this in my last video, so I figured I would show y'all this today. I have the shades 3 and 4. I think I'm going to do a little mixture. I could probably just do 4 by itself. I don't know. I'm like right on the verge of it being too dark. So I'm going to take half a pump of 4 in my hand and then half a pump of 3. So I'm just going to combine those 2 shades. Oh yeah, actually those mixed together is kind of perfect. Normally I just use my hands, but we'll be professional today and we'll use a brush. I figured since we're wearing cows on our sweatshirt, we should bring out the tallow foundation. Funny, our neighbor yesterday, our neighbor has cows. Well, all of our neighbors have cows. I think we're the only property like right here that doesn't have cows. Everyone around us has cows, but specifically our neighbors' cows, a couple of their calves got on our property yesterday, and they were just like running and frolicking on our property. It was so funny. But I love just looking out my window. Like, I'm sitting in my bedroom, and I have obviously a window in my bedroom. And I was looking out my bedroom window, and they're just like out there just like playing, because there were two of them. They were just out there running and frolicking around and playing with each other. Of course, my kids were chasing them, so, you know. Okay, that's the foundation. Gorgeous. I'm going to go in with the Kingdom Come Home concealer as well. I'm going to start with the shade Toffee. And then on certain areas of my face, I do have to go in with the lighter shade. But if you want to know more about all these makeup products, the ingredients, my opinions, watch my previous video, because I go into depth on the brands, the products, why I chose them. Yeah, I'm going to go in with light tan, just on some certain spots. Alright, and then I'm going to let this sit for a second, let it marinate, kind of dry down a little bit. It doesn't set down completely, but I just like giving it a little bit of time to get more tacky so I can get the most out of it. So I'm going to let this sit for a second, and then we'll be right back. I went ahead and made myself some coffee. This mug is actually from Salter Pottery. I think I've talked about him, Steven Salter, on my channel before, but he's a ceramic artist, and we found him at one of our local markets that we go to, and it's a Christian company, and he makes the most beautiful cups, bowls. He does, I think, oil containers, just a bunch of different stuff. And then he also offers classes. So if you live in the Dallas area, he does pottery classes. You can sign up for pottery classes. But he was super, super nice. He like showed our boys how he makes everything. And I think it's so cool with all of his mugs. He puts a little thumbprint indentation, so it's really easy to hold. And I just loved this lavender glaze color. So anyway, his pottery is amazing. I'll link all his information down below. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer. It's been sitting on my face for probably like 2-3 minutes, as long as it took me to make my coffee, which my coffee is actually left over from this morning. Whenever I have like a hot cup of coffee and I just can't finish it for whatever reason, or it gets cold, I throw it in the fridge, and then whenever I'm ready for it again, I just add some ice to it. So however long it took me to get it out of the fridge and put ice in it. But it's actually so nice. The boys are out today. We did homeschool this morning, and then Chris took them out to kind of have a boys' afternoon. So I have the whole house to myself with the kitty cats. So it's been nice and quiet. We just got the streaming service Flix. I think it's called Great American Pure Flix, because I am so ready for all the fall and Christmas movies. I cannot wait. And Candace Cameron Bure is actually the chief content officer for Great American Media. So she's got like a little murder series on there. It's based on some books. I think she's got 2 movies on there. We've already watched both of them, and they're so good. And they should have more coming out, because there are more books. And then obviously all her Christmas movies are on there. It's got some stuff like older stuff. It's got old movies on there, and then it's got some older stuff from the 90s. So I'm actually watching a show called Legacy. That's really good, but it's just good, wholesome content. A lot of it is Christian, and I just know that watching it with my kids, like, I don't have to worry about any nonsense or shenanigans being on there. So if you're looking for a Hallmark alternative that's good, wholesome, like just fun movies, and they even have documentaries on there, and my oldest son loves documentaries, so he watches all of those. There's a bunch of Bible shows for the kids. Kirk Cameron has a show on there. There's a history show on there that I've been watching with the kids, and it's just really good, wholesome content. So definitely check it out. I think it's only, they're doing a promo right now where it's only $5 a month. I love it. So I've been watching that this morning and just enjoying some time to myself, but I'm so excited to finally be putting some makeup on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and powder, and I want to experiment a little bit with my Kingdom Come Home Botanical Color Correcting Powder. I just haven't used this very much, and I'm just really curious, and I just want to experiment with it and find some different ways to use it. Oh my gosh, I still feel cat hair on my face. Alright, so I'm just going to take it on my normal under eye setting brush, and I'm going to use this all by itself on my under eyes. I've been using it on top of my Adele powder, but I want to try it all on its own. And should we take it through the T-zone? I'll put a little bit on my chin. It's definitely very brightening, but we'll kind of see how it wears throughout this video. But I am going to set the rest of my face with my favorite Adele finishing powder. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this powder. So I'm going to take this on a larger brush. Alright, we need to add some life to this face because it is looking too flat. I'm going to actually do a little bit of like bronzer contour with my Toups & Co. bronzer. I'm trying to decide which brush I want to use. Alright, this is the Toups & Co. bronzer in 170 Touch of Sun. I believe this is the only shade that they have, but this tone on me is definitely more of a contour shade. So I'm going to use this as contour today, and then I will be going in with a warmer bronzer. And then I'm going to take it on a smaller brush and use it on my nose and under my bottom lip. And then just blend that out. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to take my Candid Naturals Sunkissed bronzer. And I'm taking this on a larger brush. Apply this more liberally. And I'm going to go kind of heavy with the bronzer today because I just want that really nice, warm, bronzed complexion to go with our brown eye look. Thinking maybe a brown smoky eye. We'll see where it goes. And I'm just going back in with my big powder brush just to blend all that together. I don't know what's going on with this hair situation. Oh my gosh, I look like a crazy person. Oh, it's okay. It'll all come together. All right, let's do a little bit of blush. I'm actually going to use my TaylorMade Organics multi-stick, and I'm actually going to pick it up with a brush. I don't like applying this directly onto the face after I've done powder. I feel like it just doesn't sit well. So I like to pick it up with a brush. You can, of course, pick it up with your finger too and do that. But I just want a little bit more control. So I'm going to use a brush. And she has, I think she has bronzer sticks and highlighter sticks as well. So I really want to try those too. This is probably what we're going to be using on the lips today too, because I'm so limited in my lip options. I do have some lip products coming. I finally made my Elevate Beauty order, and I ordered her lip liners and her matte lipsticks. I love her matte lipsticks. I've used those in the past and went through an entire one of those. So I got some of those, and then I'm getting some lipsticks from TaylorMade as well. You know what? Maybe we will add a little bit of this powder blush. I want a little bit more liveliness. So again, this is the Kingdom Come Home blush in Desert Rose. I'm just gonna pop that right there. I really like this multi-stick because it's like a muted brownish berry, which I just think is such a cool color, and I think it looks really good on my skin tone, but because it is so muted, sometimes I just want a little bit more color, especially since I did contour today. I feel like I just need a little bit more color. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's go and spray everything down. I'm going to take my TaylorMade setting spray. Fan. All right, let's move on to the fun part and do some eye stuff. So I have this gel eyeliner from Adele. Finally came in the mail. I have not even used it. This is what it looks like. They had a black and a brown, but I figured I would get more use out of the brown. If I really end up loving the formula, then I might get black because I just don't have a black eyeliner right now. But I'm kind of thinking I want to get more of a pencil. I want to get a pencil black liner. I want a pencil brown liner too because I just love brown in my waterline. But we're going to play with this today. I'm going to use it kind of as a liner / cream eyeshadow. I don't know. We're just going to play with it today. See what it's capable of. See what we can do with this. Yeah, and we're just going to wing it. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of this with a small brush. Actually, I'm going to swatch this for you so you can see the color. So it's a pretty rich brown, which I like. Sometimes brown liners, they can be not dark enough, so when you shear it out, it almost like disappears. Where I like this, that this is so, it's so pigmented, but when you kind of blend it and shear it out, it just becomes this gorgeous brown. Like, that is so pretty. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. And I don't have anything on my eyelids. I purposefully did not apply any concealer or powder or anything because I knew I was going to be using this. So, bare lids, they have a little bit of tallow on them. And I'm just gonna, ooh, yeah, very creamy. I'm just gonna start placing this at the lash line. Yeah, I think I wanna use this almost like a cream shadow. I'm gonna go in with a clean brush. Oh, eyelash. Just blend that. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful that is. I was worried it was gonna be dry, but it's not dry at all. Giving paint pot. It's giving MAC paint pots. All right, I'm gonna take that on my lower lash line as well. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have this. I'm gonna take this all the way in the inner corner. Just really wrap this color around the eye. And then I'm going in between two brushes, one to apply and then one to blend. I'm wondering if, because it's an eyeliner, if it will actually stay in place. We'll have to experiment with this with other looks. Gosh, that is so pretty. It's just blending out so easily. I'm gonna take a little bit more just right at the lash line, just to re-intensify it. And then I am gonna be going in with eyeshadows, but I wanted to lay this down as my base. So I'll have to play around with this, see how it works on top of powder eyeshadows. Because my lids are slightly oily, that may be helping with the blendability, I don't know. So this is something we'll have to experiment with. But yeah, it's blending out so easily. It just feels like I'm using a paint pot. So that's the eye so far. Oh, that's so pretty. Honestly, it's really pretty just like this. Some mascara, just a little smudgy brown situation. That's really pretty. All right, I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm just gonna do my bronzer. So the bronzer that I used earlier, I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy brush and just run that on my upper lid through my crease. Gosh, this is stunning. Like, so easy. All right, I'm gonna take, gosh, I really need to clean my brushes. I didn't clean my brushes after my last video, so they've got all the copper eyeshadow on it. All right, I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush and blend out my lower lash line. So far so good. We'll see if it stays. That'll be the true test. So we'll apply it now and then keep an eye on it. I kind of want to use this coppery shade that we used in my last video because I just think that would be so pretty on top of this dark brown. But I also don't want to cover up the dark brown. Maybe we'll just use a really light hand. This is the Out of Egypt eyeshadow palette from Kingdom Come Home. This is the palette that I used in my last video. And I love this shade. I fell in love with it. So I'm not going to wet it like I did in my last video because I want it to be a little more sheer and soft. I don't want to cover up this brown, and I'm really hoping it doesn't cover it up too much. I'm just going to tap it on there a little bit. Yeah, just light taps. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. I'm going to do that on the lower lash line as well. Just a tiny bit of eyeshadow and just kind of spread that around. That liner underneath gives it a richness and anchors it, but then you just get this little hint of bronzy copper. Definitely fall vibes. Pretty. All right, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to do mascara so I can see what the eyes look like, because I feel like sometimes I just don't know when to stop, what I want to do next. But I feel like when I do mascara, that really helps me to decide what to do. So I'm going to do that off camera. We'll be right back. We'll reassess the eyes and figure out if we need to add anything. But honestly, I love it like this. I think this is really pretty. If anything, I would want to just maybe deepen it up a bit, but I like it so far. So I'll be right back. So that is the mascara on. I am obsessed with this eye look. It's so pretty. It's like subtle, but still smoky, still intense. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the brown liner seems to be holding up pretty well in the waterline so far. I wanted to actually use the gel liner and do some faux freckles as well. We'll just see how many ways we can use this liner, if I can find my brush. Just gonna dip into there. So I still am lacking on lip products. So I'm actually gonna try and use this gel liner as a little bit of lip liner. I'm just gonna use that same brush and just use it kind of like a lip contour. We are just using what we have, for sure. I do have lip products coming in, I promise. But until then. So I am going to go in with a little bit of a lip pencil just for the rest of the lips. And I'm using a brown shade, like a light brown, warm brown shade, because I think it'll look really pretty with the chocolatey eyes. All right, and then for the lip, I think I'm just going to go back in with my blush. Again, we're limited on lip options. If we have this on the cheek, I think it'll be pretty on the lips as well. Ooh, and actually, I'm going to take a little bit of my concealer just to lighten it up a bit. I'm going to use the shade Toffee to kind of create my own nude. Oh, I think that's perfect. Okay, let's figure out the hair. I just let it air dry this morning, so it's kind of crazy. Alright, that is the final look. I hope y'all enjoyed this fun fall makeup look. I am just loving doing my makeup right now. I'm so excited to be using all of these amazing products. I'll have everything linked in the description box down below, including any discount codes that I have. But I love the way this turned out. This is definitely going to be something that I'm going to be wearing regardless of what time of the year it is. Like, I think this is just the perfect brown smoky eye, but it's really interesting because it has that little bit of copper in there, and I just think that makes it just like so much more cool and different and slightly grungy. Yeah, I love this so much. I love the lip, I love the skin, like everything is just so beautiful. So I hope y'all enjoyed this fall makeup look. Thank you so much for being here as always. Remember, I love you, God so loves you, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.